Cool. And welcome to another episode of Roundup Overtime, where today I'm joined by the latest recruit from Order, that is Vexite. How are you, man?
I'm doing beautiful this
It's
afternoon.
I saw that Order sent you a brand spanking new PC, but no webcam to go with it. What's going on with that, man?
Look, man, the webcams they're coming. They're on their way.
Okay,
It's just
got
lost in
lost in the
shipping. Lost
shipping.
in shipping or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
Fair. Okay, cool. Well, same as some of the other ones, we'll just jump straight into the questions. And I sort of half interviewed you earlier in the year, but it was just a quick, like, I sent you some questions, you sent me some response kind of deal. So it's nice to be able to actually talk to you. But around that time, you guys were one of the first teams that got ahead of all the roster changes. Do you feel like that was like an advantage because you guys got to prac with your five before a lot of the other teams even had their five?
Um, yeah, I guess so. I didn't even know the timeline, to be honest. It's like kind of a blur, but
Yeah.
I think teams were like scrimming and stuff. Maybe they're trialing, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure teams were scrimming with like their players and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was not that big of an advantage. But like we kind of reset like everything as well in our team. Like everyone's got like new roles basically. So it's like I don't know. Everyone's kind of got a fresh start. I think like we've got the same players, but I don't know, new roles. It's like a different dynamic, I guess, if you way to
Do
play.
you guys have like clearly been on a tear? I think you're like 15-0 with all your matches so far. Is there
Yeah.
anything specific that you guys are pointing down to like, this is what has directly caused that? Or is it just like everything's clicking, everything's good, you guys are just popping off?
I think we're all just playing good like, as a team and like our individuals. Obviously, there's so much more we can work on. Like we're not like anywhere near like our best, but I think
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, we're just playing good as a team and like focused up. It's pretty good.
I'll jump into just map pool stuff real quick. But I've seen you guys playing a lot of nuke so far. Is that by design, just to catch out a lot of the like lower sort of skilled teams who might not have had as much time to practice such a unique map, or do you
Uh,
guys just like the map?
Honestly, I'm not the man to ask about maps. Like,
Yep.
yeah, when we talk about like imprac and stuff, obviously like, I have input and like what like I think we're good at and stuff. But when it comes to vetoes, it's literally just like Gyra and like yeah, I don't know, like he asks us what maps we want to play, but I don't know, most of the time we just like don't really mind what map we play.
So if you got told to like, we're playing this map, you'll just be like, yeah, easy, just tap heads on whatever map.
I mean, I guess so. I guess we just kind of jump into it. It's not really like yeah. I mean, it depends who we verse. If we verse like someone that's like I guess like we're a bit like with like game plan or like actually like get ready for, then like I guess we'd care about the map like a lot more. But I don't know, we're
Yeah.
really comfortable with like how we're going so far, and like we're pretty good and like confident in our own ability on like most maps. So it's pretty good.
How many maps, like, if you can say, would you feel comfortable on if you were chucked in like a BO5 against Renegades tomorrow?
Um, I don't really mind. I don't know, like all of them except like obviously a permaban. I
Yeah.
don't really mind. Like we're pretty good and like I don't know, we're really comfortable.
Cool. Cool. Um, so the Premier Reg season over. You guys obviously had a chill one. It looks like with the bracket draw. I don't know how accurate it is, but it looks like you're playing Riot, and then you'll play the winner of Silex and Direwolves.
This in the
How?
finals.
Yeah, this is in the playoff bracket.
Oh yeah.
Um, does it? How important is it? Like getting through that because the Pro League qualifier spot is obviously attached to winning. Is that like a really big sort of thing for you guys, or is it
Um,
just more games?
once again, like I'm pretty bad to ask this to because like most even with like matches, I don't actually know. Like I know what we're playing for some like most of the time, but
Yeah.
like I don't really like pay a lot of attention to it. I just treat it like any other match. So like I don't really know. I think based off my knowledge, I mean obviously we care about it. We want to like win like everything we can. So I think
Yeah.
we just treat it just as like much as like any other official we play.
Did you have any like memorable sort of series through Premier this season? Like teams that you played, you like that was actually a really good series. You see a lot of like cool shit coming out of them, or anything like
Uh,
that.
Not off the top of my head, I can't really think of anyone that was like really memorable or notable.
Um,
Yeah.
Nah, easy. I'll jump into some ANZ champ stuff. So obviously, getting through the Swiss pretty comfortably, as comfortable as it gets, actually 3-0. But you only dropped 14 rounds in the entirety of it. So that's like, if you put all those rounds together, that's still not even a single map loss. Were there many like goals going into it just in the team? Like, did you guys discuss it, or is it again same thing? Like, you just load in, tap heads, load, like close the game.
For the Chiefs game, like we like spoke about it a bit more. Like we had like like a general idea of like just the stuff like I don't know, just the game plan basically and like how we wanted to play.
Yeah,
And I don't know, I guess we just did it properly. Play our best. We just clicked heads. Everyone was hitting their shots. It was very good.
good
Very
stuff.
fun to play.
You individually have been popping off. I think I had a look at your HLTV and it's last 3 months, 1.46 rating. I don't know if you ever check that stuff. Um,
Not often, but that's pretty crazy.
what in like the team, or is there anything going on with, the five of you that sort of lets you frag out like that? Like, are they setting you up or giving you a lot of space? How does that work?
I'm not like I don't know. It's kind of just like there's no like set support players or anything. Like everyone's helping each other, and like I don't know, we just go want to win. Like I don't know. I guess I'm just hitting my shots in these matches that we're playing, but there's nothing really like designed to set me up, like as
Okay.
just like me in particular.
Does last year I remember talking to a lot of people in the team about having Rick and USTILO around is really helpful because they're super seasoned veterans.
Yeah.
Um, does it help you having people like that around in the sense that it's people to go to have so much experience that like they'll basically answer any question that you've got? Or do they ever reach out and go, hey, maybe you should try this, or have any sort of cool adaptations for you, or is there anything like that?
They're definitely good teammates and definitely obviously really good players. It's just I think it's not just like everyone has this like weird like conception that it's like only because of obviously their experience and like what they've done. Like they
Yeah.
think it's like them that give around the criticism or like feedback, sorry, like to help each other improve and stuff like that. But really, it's everyone like everyone does it to each other like because the whole goal obviously and like I think you need this as a player like a skill. It's like giving feedback to your like teammates and like telling each other how to get better and like what you can do or like what you can do as a team, like stuff like that. So I think it's not just them that help each other, but it definitely is good, obviously, like having the experience in the team.
Yeah.
Like in like situations where like say we're like a bit like how do I put the word? It's like frantic or whatever. Like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
matches, I feel like that's when they shine the most because they obviously the experience and like they keep everyone like calm or like we just like stay composed. So
Have
yeah.
you taught them any cool shit?
I mean, obviously, I've given feedback as well, but like I can't
Yeah.
think of anything off the top of my head. Like we've all given feedback to each other. Let's just get better. That's the way to do it, really. Just helping each
Cool.
other out.
So obviously, since you've been with the squad, you never really like Rick has always been on the primary.
Yeah.
So from the outside, I think it's really cool seeing him get to be in a more proactive kind of role. What do you think makes him so deadly? As a player who gets to play with him in the server, what's so deadly about Rick on the AWP?
He's just very sharp, and he's good at finding. I feel like it's good as an AWP. Like he's good at disrupting the enemy team. So it's like he's not afraid to just like run at them or just like go fucking put them down. Like if they
Yeah, yeah.
like I feel like some AWPers they'll like sit stationary or like they'll, which isn't a bad way to play or anything. It's just like sometimes they'll like run away from it or like try to do something else to help your team. But I don't know, Ricky kind of just like gets in there and puts the foot down. Really, he's not afraid.
When it comes to this prac and stuff that you guys are doing, and it's you, I don't know if it feels like you guys are in a weird spot, sort of being crowned on top of OCE at the moment. Because do you guys practice with the intention of being the best here, or is it more sort of working on being able to, if opportunities come up overseas, like are you guys pracking or doing strats that would work overseas? Is it like, oh, how do we beat the teams here, or is it how do we actually be a better Counter Strike team?
I definitely think the overall goal is like just to be a better CS team. But I feel like being a better CS team is also like beating the teams here as well. Like yeah, I don't know. It's not just, like I feel like you get both. Like, it's not just like we're not like anti-stratting in scrims to like try beat the teams here. Like we're
Yeah.
yeah, we're just trying to be better.
Are there any domestic kind of? It was starting to wrap it up, like kind of the last like question. But are there any domestic squads here who do you think are on track? You sort of when you play against them, you see a lot of potential. You maybe be like, oh, that round really caught us out. Like that guy's sharp. That's a really good strat.
Um, I don't know. It's really hard to say because like one in like prac and like official matches, it's like you can't really they're so different that you can't tell how teams like really want to play.
Yeah,
Like in official matches, obviously you're trying a lot harder, and I think well, it's what we do at least. I think every team in Oz, or like most teams in Oz, like obviously they scrim to prac. Like, it's like you've got something in mind that you want to work on or like achieve, and then by the end of the night, hopefully you've like practiced it and got better at it. But like I don't think, yeah, no, it's really hard to tell like if teams, because like you just play different officials, so it's hard.
Yeah. Cool. And yeah, finally, do you have any sort of words, any fighting words for other teams? Anything nice you want to say to supporters, haters, friends, family, anything like that?
I just want to destroy Vertex. I've got a hatred for Brace. I've strongly dislike this guy as a person. Yeah, he's gonna lose. He's losing. That's
Cool.
all.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Vexite, for joining me in this roundup overtime. Be sure to go back and check out other ones. I've spoken to Brace, who is going to get destroyed, I'm told. And then I got some earlier stuff with some boys from Paradox as well. So thank you again for joining me.
Cool. Thanks for having me, bro.